ready for the second bout? Thank you. Makes me feel good inside. Are you ready to meet my home team? They're ready. All the way from Grand Rapids, Michigan, the Grand Raggedy Roller Girls All-Stars. Number 00, Bet Mangler. Number 01, Lindsay Blowhand, your captain for this evening. Number 05, Negratron. Number 09, Mona Vaded. Number 17, Ultrafox. Number 25, Freakin' C. Number 33, Trashy Tulips. Number 35, Extreme Tack. Number 39, your co-captain, Kelsey Slammer. Number 44, Shotgun Shell. Number 77, Lucy Morals. Number 83, Ringo Death Star. And the other hoe, number 88, Garden Hoe. The Grand Raggedy Roller Girls All-Stars.
And they'll be facing off against your 2013 Dairyland Dolls A team. Number 33, Charlie Hustle. Number 366, Jean Lane. Wearing 297, Team Co-Captain Haysden Contused. Number 847, your other team captain, Hello Sailor. Number B122, Killums. 31, Lady Hoo-Ha. 69, Little Misbehavin'. Wearing 15, it's Mac the Knife. Number D4, it's Magic Missile. Number 4, it's Mouse. 9mm Shenanigans. Number 22, Tango de Muerte. And number M20, it's the Thrill Show. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2013 Dairyland Dolls A team. All right, heading up to the jammer line is Magic Missile for the Mad Rollin' Dolls. And wearing the star for the Grand Raggedy Roller Girls is going to be number 77, Lucy Morrill.
Lucy Morrill's a veteran jammer for the Grand Raggedy All-Stars. Getting a push from number 00, Bet Mangler. Lucy Morrill's out in front, lead jammer.
Miss Magic Missile is being ping-ponged back and forth by that white wall. She finally makes her way through on her initial pass. Classic jam it and cram it as Lucy Morals puts up a quick 4 points on the board and then calls off the jam before Missile can respond with any points of her own.
We do want to remind you that the after party this evening is right across the train tracks over on Commercial Avenue at the Inferno. So when you're done here, take a quick walk across the street, visit us, and join us at the Inferno, one of our favorite sponsors here at Mad Rollin Dolls.
And there's a whole bunch of 4s on the jammer line. Is number 4, Mouse for the Dairyland Dolls. Wearing the star.
Number 4 up against 4-4 Shotgun Shell. Out at the same time, but it is Mouse with lead jammer status. Shotgun Shell takes the lead, but Mouse is through the pack in a breeze.
Mouse puts a quick 4 points up on the board before Shell can get through them on her first scoring pass. She's through a second time for a 5-point grand slam. 9 points total for Mouse. And it looks like Mouse called off that jam after putting up 2 more points on the board to match Grand Raggedy's 2 points. But that is going to give us our first lead change as Mad Rollin Dolls pull ahead 11-10.
If you're looking for somewhere to take your father or father-like figure tomorrow for Father's Day, we highly suggest going to Bunky's Cafe over at 2425 Atwood Avenue. They have a fantastic atmosphere, great food. So check out Bunky's Cafe over on Atwood.
Lady Hoo-Ha facing off against Ultra Fox on this third jam. Coming around the second turn, both jammers are jockeying for position. Ultra Fox looking for that opening on the outside. Going up against Killums. But Lady Hoo-Ha sneaks through on the inside line. And she is your lead jammer, ladies and gentlemen. Lady Hoo-Ha making her way through that wall of white. But Ultra Fox got through ahead of her. So that's going to be 4 points for each jammer as Lady Hoo-Ha calls off the jam.
If you are a skater or someone interested in roller skating here in the Madison area, if you have not been to Freedom Skate Shop over on State Street, we highly suggest you go there. It is our favorite skate shop here in Madison and right in the heart of Madison over on 434 State Street, home of the Derby Armory. So go visit Donut, Mouse, and the rest of the crew over there.
Now that I can see the action from my igloo perch, Lucy Morrill's approaching the back of the pack. She is your lead jammer.
But Magic Missile is looking for a critical hit as she comes through the pack on her first scoring pass. But the jam is called off after goose eggs on both sides.
Shotgun Shell out on the track with Mac the Knife. The whistle blows, the action starts. Shotgun Shell is out in front, your lead jammer. Mac the Knife hitting some resistance from Kelsey Slammer and Negratron.
Well, Mac the Knife breaks through the pack. She's not lead jammer, but both jammers are on scoring passes as Shell is going to call off that jam.
3 points for each jammer at the end of that jam. It looks like Mac the Knife just squeezed in as those whistles were blowing, able to even up the score. We have a 1-point game, 5 minutes into the first half.
I see Little Miss Behaven wearing the star for the Dairyland Dolls. She's going to be facing off against number 33. Who is that?
33 is not wearing the jammer star, but number 17, Ultra Fox is. She's also your lead jammer.
Well, in my drunken defense, I said I saw 33. I didn't say that was the jammer. I just said I saw her.
Number 33, Trashy Tulips, fortunately for the All-Stars, not the jammer as she is heading to the box.
And it looks like we've had a 1 point, and we no longer have a 1 point game. It's a 4 point game heading into the 6th jam. As Magic Missile's going to be wearing the star for the Dairyland Dolls.
I love it when games are this close. It's very exciting. You never know what's going to happen. We saw a 34-point jam in the last game. So really, we haven't even reached, in the first 5 minutes, 1 jam in the last game. Anything can happen, 2 minutes at a time.
Absolutely. That's how this game is played, 2 minutes at a time.
Lucy Morrow's getting tripped up in the front of the pack, but she bounces back with lead jammer status. Magic Missile on her heels. Lucy trying to pick up just a point or two beforehand. Magic Missile 0. Lucy actually managing to pick up all 4 points on that pass.
If you are feeling munchy in between these jams,
Tell me where to go.
I know. I highly suggest going over to our vendors, getting some food, and a PBR, who is our official beer of roller derby. Also the Ale Asylum, We Do Love You, bottled right here in Madison, fermented insanity at the Ale Asylum.
And we got all those fours back on the jammer line as Shotgun Shell and Mouse both returning with the stars. And Shotgun Shell is going to be your lead jammer.
Both of these teams just back from Brouhaha. Grand Raggedy really pulled it out at Brouhaha. They smashed everything that they were supposed to do, and I think they're still kind of riding that wave. This team looks really good tonight, and they look like a team.
Absolutely. Both Dairyland Dolls teams won all of their bouts at the Brouhaha this year.
That's very impressive. Ultra Fox wearing the star for the Grand Raggedy Roller Girls. Mac the Knife wearing it for the Dairyland Dolls. Ultra Fox out in front. Followed not far behind from Mac the Knife.
Grand Raggedy just teaching a class on pack control and defense. The early goings on the second bout.
I love that this score is still so low, it's so defensive, and the spread is just non-existent so far this game.
Well, we've only got a 17-point difference, and that we saw in the first bout that could be made up in 1 jam if the situation is correct. But both teams are doing an excellent job of pack control, and I was about to say keeping people out of the penalty box, but Lucy Morals is on her way to take a seat, giving Magic Missile a power jam, so we might just see those 17 points disappear.
This is exactly the opportunity Madison was looking for to erase this point differential. Anything can happen in Derby, and this is the anything that the Dairyland Dolls were looking for.
Well, Magic Missile's through on her first 5-point Grand Slam. That's going to bring that 17-point lead down to a 12-point lead. Those blockers are doing their job, knocking her back and forth, keeping her from scoring any more points than necessary as she puts a second 5-point Grand Slam up on the board for 10 points total this jam. Ooh, a hard
Huge.
hit. Number 25.
That would be freaking C, laying out Magic Missile, but not enough to keep her. Lucy Morals being sent immediately back to the penalty box. I think that she didn't come back in behind the entire pack.
She committed a track cut as she was re-entering the game, which is going to give Mac the Knife, number 15 for the Dairyland Dolls, a power jam starting out this 10th jam of the second bout.
Just 2 blockers on the track for the Grand Raggedy All-Stars, but what blockers they are. Bette Mangler and Kelsey Slammer, your captain and a founding veteran member of the Grand Raggedy All-Stars.
If you are looking to go roller skating right here in Madison, your only place to go.
Tell me.
The best place to go is Fast Forward Skate Center over off Verona Road on the west side. Go to Fast Forward if you're looking to do an open skate or book your next birthday party. We all love roller skating, and so do they over at Fast Forward. Mac the Knife doing a fantastic job of making her way through that short pack.
With little surprise with a 4-2 pack, a 3-2 pack advantage and a 1-0 jammer advantage, Magic Missile is your lead jammer as she bursts out of the pack for a quick 5-point grand slam.
Mac the Knife taking hits from Bette Mangler. She's able to squeak by, pick up another 5-point grand slam. Grand Raggedy with their full complement of blockers on the track. They're just missing that key player, the jammer.
With that third grand slam, Magic Missile has retaken this game and calls off the jam with a lead change. Drink if you got 'em. 43-35 Dairyland Dolls.
And again, if you would like to toast to that recent lead change against the Dairyland Dolls and the GRRG All-Stars, go visit our concession stand and grab yourself a PBR, grab yourself something to eat, and walk by our merch stand to see if there is a t-shirt that catches your fancy. And then get right back here because we are about to start the next jam.
Negratron lining up, facing the Dairyland Dolls jammer. It does not phase her. Lead jammer.
Little misbehaved at number 69. Both packs are at full strength as Lucy Morals has been released from jammer jail and has re-entered the fray for her team. And as is the rule, no sooner said than it no longer is. As number 5, Negatron is going to be heading to the jammer jail.
Lucy Morals through the pack on her initial pass.
And Little Misbehaved is going to call off that jam after another 5-point grand slam, bringing our score up to them 48-35, a 13-point lead for the Dairyland Dolls.
One blocker each in the penalty box as we start off this jam. Magic Missile, Shotgun Shell on the jam line. Magic Missile with a quick hit bump to Shotgun Shell.
Well, that Shotgun Shell is aptly named. She just shoots out of there like a rocket every time that whistle blows. Getting past Killam's lead jammer status coming out of that fourth turn.
Magic Missile is not far behind. Shotgun Shell trying to put up just a point or two before calling off the jam. It looks like she did not manage to get her hips past any of her opposing blockers, but neither did Magic Missile.
If you are looking to work on your fitness here in Madison, there is no better place to go than to CrossFit Sanctify Fitness. It's where the Derby girls go to work out, and to be sanctified means to be set apart. So we highly suggest you go visit Sanctified CrossFit.
Ultra Fox through the middle, lead jammer almost immediately coming out of that pack. Mouse is on her heels. Ultra Fox calls off the jam, puts up 3 points of her own, unanswered by number 4, Mouse.
So that's going to give us a 10-point game, which is just 2 grand slams, which can happen in the blink of an eye.
We saw it happen 2 jams ago.
We have Hazen Contused wearing the star, one of our team co-captains for the Dairyland Dolls. Returning to the jammer line is number 77, Lucy Morals for the Grand Raggedy Roller Girls All-Stars.
A very slow-moving pack at the start of this jam. Both teams going on the defensive right away. Lucy Morals out in front, but she has to contend with Killums. Killums going to the penalty box for that. It looks like she stayed on Lucy a little bit too long.
Well, she's been dancing pretty close to that zone of engagement all bout, so you're going to get caught eventually.
A no-pack situation is called. Lucy Morals puts up all 4 points and calls it off before Dairyland can put up any.
Well, 4 points at a time is how Grand Raggedy took the lead early in this bout, and it looks like that's how they're going to try to retake the lead as we're down to about 13 minutes left to play.
And just like that, we're back at 6 points. I love a good competitive game. I like not knowing who's going to win until the very last second.
I think the fans are going to win.
Shotgun Shell takes a licking and keeps on ticking. She is followed very, very closely by Little Misbehavin'.
Little Misbehavin' jumps the apex. 3 points on the board. 2 for Grand Raggedy, 3 for the Dairyland Dolls. And it looks like Ultra Fox is returning to the jammer line to face off against Mac the Knife in the 16th jam.
Ultra Fox not with much help on the track as there are 3 Grand Raggedy blockers in the box.
With a hop and a skip and a jump, literally, Mac the Knife takes lead jammer status.
Ultra Fox powers her way through that pack with very little help. She's gonna stop the bleed that could have very easily happened.
Mac the Knife putting up a quick 4 points on the board. She's gonna call off that jam, but not before Ultra Fox puts up 3.
It looks like 4 points for the Dairyland Dolls, 3 points for the Grand Raggedy Roller Girls. Not bad at all for the extreme deficit of blockers on the track.
We would like to give a shout out this evening to our new incoming 2013 baby doll class who had their first practice this morning. We are looking forward to skating with you all summer long, ladies. Have fun skating.
Lucy Morals out in front, but she is not lead jammer. She is not skating for the next minute as she has a penalty.
So that's going to give Little Misbehavin' a power jam. Going up 5 points on the board. That's going to put them down by 3 in this first half. And another 5 points, going to give us a lead change, ladies and gentlemen.
If you are still looking to get your Father's Day present, we suggest no better suggestion than chocolates. Every dad loves chocolates. we suggest you go to Gail Ambrosia's Fine Chocolatiers. They are handmade over at 2086 Atwood Avenue right here in Madison. I've had some myself over the years, and they are fantastic. So
we're in an official timeout right now. It appears to the announcer's untrained eye that they might have put too many points on the board for those scoring passes for the Dairyland Dolls. We're not very good at math, though. So we're going to let the refs and the officials figure out how many points should have gone on the board.
Math is hard. Okay, we're having a slight issue with the mechanics, the computers that we use to keep track of the penalties and the score. It's a new program called Ringster that we've been kind of beta testing throughout this throughout the 9th season for the Dairyland Dolls. We're having a couple issues with it. We're just going to try to get that back up online real quick, and then we'll be back underway. Please take this opportunity to enjoy a beer, a brat, and a t-shirt. Grand Raggedy bought some excellent merchandise all the way from Michigan for you fine folks. You owe it to yourself to swing on down to the merch area and check it out.
It looks like we are ready to restart the action. Lucy Morrill still sitting in the penalty box. Mac the Knife on the track, taking some big hits from Ringo Death Star, followed up by Garden Hoe.
Cycling her back again through the back. Ooh, hard elbow. Those blockers from Grand Raggedy are just showing no mercy to Mac.
A brutal pass for both jammers, taking some massive hits from the defense. Both teams with some heavy hits. 0-0 jam.
And Mac the Knight's going to call it off with a 22-point gain. And as what seems to be a recurring theme, we have Shotgun Shell facing off against Mouse.
A 4.
Lots of fours on the jammer line.
Grand Raggedy down on blockers. Shotgun Shell trying to fight her way through a full Madison roster.
And Shotgun Shell, like she just got shot out of a 44, is going to
She's a wily little thing. Mouse gets out around the front of the pack, but not before Shotgun Shell makes a full scoring pass of her own. She's going to call it off before Mouse even has a chance.
We're going to have team captain Hazen Cattoos returning to the jammer line, number 297 for the Dairyland Dolls. Who says he's facing off against?
Ultra Fox in the front of the pack. Sneaks out just long enough to obtain lead jammer status, but as she is behind, hazed and confused, she's going to call it off before it even gets underway.
If you are looking for something to do later this night, we would like to invite you to walk across the train tracks over to the Inferno and join us for our after party. We are going to be having DJ, always our favorite sponsors of PBR and Ale Asylum, and it is so close. So come on over to the Inferno with us after the bout and chat with your favorite Dairyland doll.
I drink Tanqueray, just for the record.
Pretty sure they have that.
On ice.
They can make that happen.
I want that. On the track, we've got number 6T9. That's Lil Misbehavin'. She's your lead jammer. Shotgun Shell still trying to fight her way through her initial pass. Taking some big hits from 9mm. That's shenanigans.
Little misbehaving his lead jammer, but she's just stuck at the back of that pack, so she's going to call this off after putting 4 points on the board. Those points are going to go unanswered by Grand Raggedy. And in keeping with what appears to be a very tight rotation, Mac the Knife is going to retake the jammer line with the star for the Mad Rollin Dolls, Dairyland Dolls. She'll be facing off against number 17.
That's Ultra Fox. Ultra Fox is in front. She's got a whole lot of blockers, but she did a whole lot of track cutting.
And that's going to give her a whole lot of a minute in jammer jail. As Mac the Knife's going to have a power jam, try to extend this lead. They have a 22-point lead. Mac the Knife has 5 minutes left on the clock and 1 minute to extend that lead as much as she can for her team.
Mac the Knife able to go around on the outside. The pack is literally standing still as Mac the Knife comes around for another scoring pass. Trashy Tulips able to take her down and out, but it's also going to send Trashy to the box. Mac the Knife with another 5-point grand slam.
Dairyland Dolls engaging in a slacker offense.
I like to call that no-ler derby. No-ler derby. There is no rolling.
If you notice what Mac the Knife did on that last jam was she called off the jam before she entered the pack, knowing that she had until that 4th whistle blast to score points. Fortunately, it didn't work that time, but that is a sound strategy. We have Lady Hoo-Ha on the line for Dairyland Dolls.
We're in a 32-point game. Still not as much of a spread as we've seen in one jam. Ultra Fox back on the track for the Grand Raggedy Roller Girls.
Lady Hoo-Ha makes her first scoring pass, a 5-point grand slam, lapping Ultra Fox and the 3 blockers that were on the line for Michigan.
Big hit by Freakin' C on the jammer. Lady Hoo-Ha.
Hard hit to Ultra Fox by Charlie Hustle sends both skaters down, and when they pop back up, Charlie's on her way to the jammer, to the penalty box. Lucy Morals, number 77 for Grand Raggedy, returning to the jammer line. She's going to be facing off against 297, hazed and contused for the Dairyland Dolls. And coming into the second turn, both jammers are still tracking for position.
Lucy Morals fighting in the front of that pack. She is your lead jammer.
Hayes and Caduce almost knocked out of bounds, but she stays inside on one skate.
Lucy Morals is through, and she calls it off after putting up 4 unanswered points.
And with just over 2 minutes left in this first half of the bout, we do encourage you to cheer for your favorite team, whether it be Grand Raggedy or the Dairyland Dolls, and let them know how much you love to watch them skate.
I don't have a favorite team.
Then cheer for Derby.
I love all roller girls, especially Shotgun Shell and Mouse, as the 4s are back on the track. Shotgun Shell in the lead. Mouse out in front of the pack. 2 tiny little bundles of power and speed. Shotgun Shell in the front calls it off. 4 unanswered points, Grand Raggedy All-Stars.
Well, this is, like I said, this is a game of 4 points at a time. With 1 minute, 20 seconds left to play, 4 points at a time is not going to probably retake the lead. We have, it looks like Ultra Fox facing off against Little Misbehavin'. With a little over 1 minute to go, we're underway on what may well be the last jam of this first half.
Some jammer on jammer action as Ultra Fox takes some big hits from Little Misbehavin'. Ultra Fox in front, she is your lead jammer, but Little Misbehavin' is right behind her.
Ultra Fox's lead jammer, Little Misbehavin', is hot on her tail. Ultra Fox is going to call off the jam, but not before Dairyland Dolls put up 2 points.
3 points for Ultra Fox, 2 points for Little Misbehavin'. That's a 1-point win for the Grand Raggedy All-Stars.
That was a lot of work for 1 point, but I'm sure Grand Raggedy will take it.
1 point. That's how many points it takes to win the game. Lucy Morals lining up against Mac the Knife.
With 2 seconds left on the period clock, this one will go jam time or until the lead jammer calls it off. This is the last jam of the first half.
Lucy Morals, your lead jammer. Grand Raggedy All-Stars with the blocker advantage. Mac the Knife out of the front of the pack. Lucy Morals in scoring position.
But before she can score, she's got to get past Gene Lane and kill him. She does and calls off the jam.
That's a 4-0 jam for the Grand Raggedy All-Stars, ending out the first half on a high note.
And we're off with the second half of the second bout of tonight's doubleheader, ladies and gentlemen. Little Misbehavin' wearing the star for the Dairyland Dolls, and she is facing off against
Lucy Morals for the Grand Raggedy All-Stars. Little Misbehavin' out in front, but Lucy Morals is snapping at her heels. 4 unanswered points for Little Misbehavin'. A full penalty box for the Grand Raggedy All-Stars. Not the way they wanted to start this second half.
Magic Missile power jamming for the Dairyland Dolls. Probably is the way they wanted to start the second half. (99-66). We have a 33-point game with only 1.5 minutes into the second half, with a 5-point grand slam for Magic Missile. It's going to put her right on the brink of the century mark.
Ringo Death Star laying in 2. Magic Missile. But not for long. She picks up 5 big points. Slips between the 2 blockers on the track for the Grand Raggedy All-Star. And for just a moment, Ringo Death Star is going to be on the track all by herself.
She's going to call off that jam after putting up another 5-point grand slam.
I think she was trying to call it off before the Grand Raggedy Jammer could exit the box. She didn't accomplish that task. Grand Raggedy at a much lower deficit now with just 1 blocker in the penalty box rather than 2 blockers and a jammer.
Well, in what seems to be a recurring pattern here, we have number 44 facing off against number 4. That Shotgun Shell going off against Mouse.
Shotgun Shell in the back taking big hits. Mouse in the front, your lead jammer.
Shotgun Shell is going to be held behind that blue wall.
Negratron going to the box. Mouse out in front. That's gonna be a grand slam for the Dairyland Dolls. Shotgun Shell is out of the front of that pack. She's coming for Mouse.
Mouse going to make one more trip into the pack, and then she's going to call this one off with 4 more points. 1 point for Grand Raggedy.
Ultra.
Dairyland Dolls are sending Lady Hoo-Ha back to the jammer line. She'll be facing off against Ultra Fox for Grand Raggedy All-Stars. Lady Hoo-Ha coming out of the second turn is going to take lead jammer. Ultra Fox hot on her tail. Lady Hoo-Ha hits that white wall, makes her way through, calls off the jam, putting up a 4 points pass.
The Dairyland Dolls really came out with a vengeance in this second half.
We would like to give a shout out to Hinckley Design and Production. They are our AV nerds in the house, streaming on DNN tonight. They produce everything from videos and commercials to interviews and, like this, a wonderful sporting event. Hinckley Design and Production takes your project from start to finish. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Shotgun Shell wearing the jammer panty, but Mouse is in the pack blocking against her. The Dairyland Dolls have fielded Magic Missile as a jammer.
I think that's all of the 4s. We have D4, 4, and 44 all on the track at the same time.
Interestingly enough, Grand Raggedy has decided to put Lucy Morals in as a blocker this jam. Both teams putting their regular jammers in as blockers.
Well, being able to multitask and take on different positions is an integral part of this game. But sticking with what works is also important, as Mac the Knife is again wearing the star for the Dairyland Dolls. She's going to be facing off against the ever popular Ultra Fox, number 17.
Ultra Fox in the front of the pack. She's taken some big hits from 9mm. That's Shenanigans. She is your lead jammer. Magic Missile out in front. Ultra Fox decides in a split second to call it off. She doesn't get any points, but neither does Magic Missile.
A lot of work for nothing. Looks like we have a new jammer on the line for Grand Raggedy.
Timeout, Grand Raggedy.
Do you guys like pizza?
No.
Oh.
Yes, I do.
Awesome, because you are going to love Ian's Pizza. They have 3 locations across Madison, home of the fantastic mac and cheese pizza, guac burrito pizza, which was voted the #1.
Did you just say
As in guacamole burrito.
pizza?
Yeah.
Guacamole and a burrito and a
It is
pizza.
pretty much the best thing you will put in slice form in your mouth, and was actually voted the #1 slice by Ian's fans this summer. So you should go visit them. 3 different locations in Madison. That is what democracy looks like, and that is what pizza tastes like.
I want to eat that in my mouth.
We can make that happen tonight.
In my mouth. Back on the track, we have 5 seconds, and then they're gonna blow a whistle, and then Little Misbehavin' and Shotgun Shell are both gonna take off, trying to get lead jammer. It's going to Little Misbehavin'. Shotgun Shell in the back, taking some big hits. She's ducking and diving. She takes a big hit from Mouse that sends her inside. She has to go back around the entire pack. Not really what she wanted to do with her time.
Well, I'm noticing a lot of Dairyland Dolls jammers in that pack acting as blockers. You have Lady Hoo-Ha, Hazing Caduce, and Mouse all blocking in that jam. And heading to the jammer line for the Dairyland Dolls, we have Magic Missile D4. And who she's facing off against, Delilah?
That would be number 17, Ultra Fox. She's got Negratron and Ringo Death Star. Trivia night, they're Derby wives. Magic Missile on her scoring pass. Lead jammer, Trashy Tulips coming in from the penalty box, trying to do some damage. 4 points. Dairyland Dolls.
Dairyland Dolls were struggling as this bout started in the first half, but they've really torn it open here in the opening moments of the second half. Mouse is wearing the star for Dairyland Dolls, and she's facing off against Extreme Tack, wearing the star for the first time for Grand Raggedy.
Extreme Tack has been with the Grand Raggedy Roller Girls for quite some time. She is a transplant from Muskegon. I think she found her home with us.
Well, she's definitely learned well in her time there as she takes lead jammer status away from Mouse, which is no mean feat. Well, we're having some penalties assessed as Mouse is on her way to the penalty box, giving Extreme Tack a power jam.
It looks like that penalty was not called by her jam ref, but the outside pack ref said, "Nuh-uh, you cut that track." Extreme Tack on her scoring pass tumbles over a fallen skater. It looks like she's gonna go to the box.
And as Extreme Tack is sent to the penalty box, Mouse released a little bit early. She gets some parole from jammer jail and runs up a quick 4 points for her team. Mouse forced to the outside track, doesn't have to recycle through, comes back in for a 5-point grand slam for the Dairyland Dolls. Little Misbehavin' knocking Extreme Tack to the inside, making her recycle into the back of the pack. Mouse going to come off that jam. 5 points for Grand Raggedy and nothing else for the Dairyland Dolls. 150-75.
As suspected, Grand Raggedy is on the track discussing that call. Assistant Captain Lo Ha, she wants to hear.
Ultra Fox is returning to the jammer line. She's going to be facing off against Lady Hoo-Ha for the Dairyland Dolls. Hoo-Ha is down going into that first turn. giving Ultra Fox a chance to work her way through the pack on the outside.
Ultra Fox taking some big hits in the front of the pack. She's surrounded on all sides by Dairyland blockers. In the back of the pack, Laddie Hoo-Ha getting a little slice of Mangler.
Ultra Fox makes her way through to the front of the pack and takes lead jammer status.
That was a hard-fought lead jammer status for Ultra Fox.
Ooh. I can't repeat what she said, but Allie called that one perfectly.
Ultra Fox putting up a grand slam in that jam. Laddie Hoo-Ha breaking out of her initial pass. Ultra Fox putting up a couple more points, landing her bum on the floor and calling it off from there.
That was a lot of work for 7 points, but Grand Raggedy needed them, bringing us up to 82 to 155.
Not the fours we're used to, but 44 shotgun shell with D4 magic missile on the jam line. Looks like a penalty being assessed to number 33, Charlie Hustle. Shotgun shell out in front with lead jammer.
Magic missile through the pack, but not lead jammer. That is the rate reserved for Shotgun Shell, who's going to call off this jam.
Shotgun Shell calls it off immediately after breaking out of that pass, putting 4 unanswered points on the board for the Grand Raggedy All-Stars.
We would like to give a shout out to Integrated Sport and Spine. The good doctors at ISS are here at this bout helping us out, keeping us safe and healthy. You can go see them too. They will take the ouch out of your day over at Integrated Sport and Spine.
Lucy Morals facing off against Mac the Knife in this 12th jam. Mac goes down hard on the inside, has to recycle back through the pack, giving Lucy Morals the opportunity to take lead jammer step.
Lucy diving a little bit out of that pile up in the front, as Mac the Knife will take a minute rest in the penalty box. Lucy Morals on a power jam, 5-point grand slam. Grand Raggedy Roller Girls.
Getting hungry for Denny's all of a sudden.
Grand slam, Grand Raggedy.
A Grand Raggedy Grand Slam.
Lucy Morals coming around on another scoring pass, hides for a second between Bet Mangler. They slow down the pack. They're gonna have to let her go. 5 more points for Lucy Morals. Bet Mangler bulldozing through that pack, holding back a skater, trying to force those in the front of the pack. Lucy Morals able to get up quick from the floor. She puts up 5 more big points for the Grand Raggedy Roller Girls. That is her 4th grand slam of this jam. That is a grand slam of grand slams.
Grand slams cubed for the Grand Raggedy Roller Girls. And with 8 seconds left on the jam clock, she's going to try for number 6. Can she do it? She's just got to get past. Looks like she does.
That's a 5-point grand slam. Huge jam for the Grand Raggedy Roller Girls.
Let's hear it for 30 hard-fought points for Lucy Morals, ladies and gentlemen.
And she doesn't even look tired. Timeout being charged to the Dairyland Dolls bench. Their assistant captain, Reckless, She looks a little saucy. Is she a saucy captain?
The sauciest.
She's got her match made out there with Lil Haha. There's just sauce all around in shades of blue. Tell us about a sponsor.
Oh, I would love to. One of our favorite places to get coffee here in Madison is Just Coffee. Bike delivered fair trade organic coffee roasted right here in Madison. One of the sponsors of our very own Team Unicorn. You can get some Team Unicorn coffee blends that have been done just for Mad Rollin' Dolls and Team Unicorn. They are located right here in Madison. Go see them.
I had coffee on the way here. It was from Starbucks, and it was terrible.
Well,
I feel like you should have told me this 3 hours ago.
inferior coffee. Inferior. You have to go local. Just Coffee. There's a lot of good coffee here in Madison.
And they deliver it on bikes. Those are some very skilled riders to not spill.
I like that they deliver on bikes, too. It's always awesome.
They are mooing. They are mooing. I'm a huge rent head, so anytime you get to listen to crowds moo, it just puts me in a good place.
Little cans that you turn them upside down.
Meow.
That sounds like a goat than a cow.
Meow.
Unfortunately. All right, as the refs are sorting things out, we'll find out what they were talking about. My bet is they're deciding who's going to pay for the first round at the after party.
We were clarifying that the jammer is spending 2 minutes in the penalty box rather than 1. It looks like she entered the box just a little bit recklessly, so they assessed her with an additional 60 seconds. Shotgun Shell is lead jammer. Back on the track is Mac the Knife. She served her 2 minutes. She got her initial pass. She's ready to score some points. Shotgun Shell on the track, not willing to succeed even 1 point. No.
Denied. Well, I think Shotgun Shell versus Mac the Knife was how the jam started when Mac the Knife went to the penalty box for that 2 minutes. So it was kind of fitting that that's how the jam ended. Magic Missiles wearing the star for your Dairyland Dolls tonight. She's going to be facing off against Ultra Fox, number 17 for Grand Raggedy All-Stars.
Ultra Fox jamming for the Grand Raggedy Roller Girl. She is out in front. Magic Missile fighting with Trashy Tulips. She also has broken free of the confines of the pack.
Ultra Fox is through, and she's going to call off this jam before Missile can put any points on the board. Chipping away at that lead, 122 to 157.
We have just over 2.5 minutes left in this last half of this game. If you are just not getting that derby urge satisfied tonight, we invite you to come back on June 29th, right back here to the Hartmeyer Ice Arena, or again on July 20th to watch our Dairyland Doll B Team and Team Unicorn take on Cincinnati and some other lovely visitors.
That's only 2 weeks away.
Only 2 weeks away. You
That's
can
not
buy
long
your
to wait at all.
No, and you can buy your tickets tonight at the will call table before you leave.
Well, that's convenient.
Isn't
it's
it?
also convenient that Lucy Morals was the first jammer out of the pack. She is your lead jammer. Little Misbehavin' chomping at her heels. Lucy puts up 2 points. Little Misbehaving gets 2 of her own. We're gonna call that one a wash.
2 points in 1. Jam.
We want to again remind you that after this bout is over, the fun does not in fact stop. you can walk right over across the train tracks and visit us at the Inferno for the after party. Our very own Hammer Abby will be spinning some fantastic tunes, and you can come visit with your favorite Dairyland doll.
We're seeing number 44, Shotgun Shell, as your lead jammer. She is followed closely behind by Laddie Hoo-Ha. Shotgun Shell gets out in front, puts herself up. No points, but that's okay, because neither did Laddie Hoo-Ha. Lil Haha thinks she put up points. Preacher's Brat has something else to say. Number 17, Ultra Fox, taking a huge hit from Mouse. Long enough for Lil Misbehavin' to be your lead jammer. Ultra Fox is hunting her down. These jammers have been neck and neck for this entire second half. Ultra Fox puts up 4 points. Lil Misbehavin' puts up 4 of her own. The score might change, but the spread certainly has not.
Taking the jammer lane, we have Lucy Morals, number 77 for Grand Raggedy. She'll be facing off against number 15, Mac the Knife for the Dairyland Dolls. With just over 9 minutes left to play in this bout.
Mac the Knife jamming up against Lucy Morals. Lucy Morals out in front, your lead jammer. Mac the Knife not far behind. This is starting to be a theme for tonight.
With no Grand Raggedy blockers on the track, Mac the Knife is able to put up a quick 5 points.
Little bit of confusion on the track. That was not a Grand Slam for Mac the Knife? Magic Missile? One of those jammers. Mac the Knife put up 4 points for the Dairyland Dolls.
And Little Misbehavin', who apparently bought her own cheering section with her tonight, takes lead jammer status heading into that second turn.
Lil Misbehavin', your lead jammer. She's going for a Grand Slam. She's got her eyes on Shotgun Shell. Shotgun Shell whipping out at top speed, not able to put up any points. Quick thinking by Lil Misbehavin'.
Well, you have to be able to play both offense and defense at the same time. When you're out there jamming, you have to keep track of where your team is, where the other team is, and where the jammer for the other team is, and how close they are to scoring. We have Ultra Fox wearing the star for the Grand Raggedy All-Stars. She'll be facing off against number D4, Magic Missile for the Dairyland Dolls. As action is underway in this 20th jam. Heading into the second turn, Magic Missile is going to make your lead jammer status. And it looks like Jean Lane from the Dairyland Dolls is on her way to the penalty box. Ultra Fox is through, but she is not lead jammer. Magic Missile's through on her first pass for 4 points, and she's going to call it off before Ultra Fox can put any points on the board. But she does manage to get 2. Remember, you score points until that 4th whistle blows. So even though Missile had called off the jam, Ultra Fox was able to pass two Dairyland Dolls before the 4th whistle burst in through.
Looks like a timeout being charged to the Grand Raggedy Roller Girls bench. Tell me, does somebody sponsor this timeout?
It's true, we have many sponsors, but one of our favorites and the official beer of Derby is PBR. We also do love Ale Asylum. They are over by the airport if you are looking for them. They fermented insanity is what they call it, and I call it delicious. You like hoppy beers?
Let's get this straight. PBR not only sponsors the Dairyland Dolls, they sponsor roller derby.
Yeah, pretty much. You go to Derby, pretty much see PBR.
All right.
They've been with us since the beginning. They're pretty great. You know, and hipsters love it too, so.
Oh, hipsters.
Hipsters.
Lucy Morrill's on the jammer line with number 4, Mouse. Very defensive jam. Mouse able to break free up the front of the pack. Lucy Morrill's being held up. Number 9mm Shenanigans has to let her go as she exited the zone of engagement.
Lucy Morrill's working her way through the pack on her first scoring pass, puts up 4 points for the Grand Raggedy All-Stars. Mouse doing her best to answer with 4 points of her own. It's a 42-point game, folks. That's 2 jams. Mouse knocked hard to the inside. She's going to call off the jam. But not before Grand Raggedy puts up another 4 points.
If you are looking to go roller skating here in Madison, we suggest no finer place than Fast Forward Skate over on Verona Road. Come discover roller skating. So many things you can do there. Birthday parties, open skates. Would you like to join the Wreckers or Mad Rollin' Dolls? That's where you start.
On the track, lead jammer Laddie Woe, followed closely behind by Shotgun Shell. Things are getting a little intense.
Huha's going to call off the jam before Shotgun Shell can put up any points, but Dairyland Dolls pick up 1.
On the behalf of the concessions this evening, we would like to let you know that there are $1 pretzels for sale. There are $1 brats for sale, and even $1 hot dogs and burgers. Are you hungry? Head to concessions. You only have a little bit time left. There are everything to eat for $1, pretty much.
$1.
And then come to the
anything-
Inferno.
Anything
After
that's not
party.
prepackaged is $1.
Ultra Fox, your lead jammer. Little Misbehaving on the track, fighting against Bet Mangler.
Ultra Fox enters through the pack, bursts through, calls off the jam. I think, no, she sent it to a penalty before she's able to.
Some confusion on the track between the wrecks.
Seems to be a little bit of confusion on the track with the timeout while we figure out what just happened.
I think they're trying to figure out whether she called it off before or after a penalty.
Or during.
Or during.
While the referees discuss this, we would like to give a shout out to the Mad Wreckin' Dolls who helped us out earlier this evening with the Derby demo. The Mad Wreckin' Dolls is one of the best places to learn how to skate, be a part of a fantastic community, and have a lot of fun on roller skates and off. So shout out to the Mad Wreckin' Dolls of Madison, Wisconsin.
And I'd like to remind everybody to join us this Wednesday at Pooley's from 7 to 9. We're having a contest against the Madison Blaze football team. Whoever can bring the most fans into Pooley's that night will get $1 for each fan they bring in for the charity of their choice. We're battling for Act Ride, which raises money for AIDS awareness. So we would invite you to please join us at Pooley's from 7 to 9. Have some popcorn, nachos, and beers with some of your favorite Dairyland dolls and raise money for a very worthy cause.
I want to use this official review to thank this sea of unpartial orange shirts popping around this stadium. Those are your NSOs. For those not in the loop, that's non-skating official. This bout literally would not happen without the bajillion people behind the scenes, making it work, making it go smoothly, punching stopwatches, triggering down scoreboards. It's just nonsense. It's just nonsense.
There's a lot of people that go into making derby, and not all of them wear skates. And we love and thank them all, because we could not do what we do if we did not have fantastic volunteers.
I think that maybe the announcer should be called non-skating unofficials.
Oh no, we're official volunteers.
There is nothing official about what I do on this mic. No.
We would like to give another shout out this evening
Whoa.
to our
Calm
very
down.
own 2013 class of baby dolls who just had tryouts last weekend and now are in for a real fun summer. Let me tell you. Have fun skating with us, ladies. We look forward to skating with you. Shout out to the 2013 baby doll class.
And just a reminder, the pretzels, hot dogs, brats, and hamburgers are all $1 at the concession stand.
In the longest official review ever, I'm going to thank the Brighton Roller Dolls for coming down and helping out the Grand Raggedy Attack, forming this awesome thing known as the Attack Dolls. That's a pretty sweet thing that Brighton did tonight.
And again, if your derby fixation is not being fixed tonight, we highly suggest you come back 2 weeks from now on June 29th to see the Dairyland Dolls B Team and Team Unicorn take on the Cincinnati All-Stars and the Black Sheep. Just here on Saturday, June 29th, and then come back on July 20th to see us take on some more skaters from out of town. It's going to be a good time.
If this official review takes much longer, I'm going to start talking about my dog. When I start talking about my dog, I don't stop. I just don't.
Now might not be the time for that.
Might be exactly the thing we need to get us through this official timeout.
This official timeout is brought to you by Rock Your Face Derby Apparel. They're here over by the merch stand selling some fantastic Derby Love merch gear. Go visit Rock Your Face, grab a t-shirt, go visit the merch stand and grab your t-shirt for the Dairyland Dolls or our lovely visiting team, Grand Raggedy, and swag yourself out in some Derby gear.
Did anybody bring their father tonight?
I hope so, because this would be a fantastic Father's Day event to share with your father.
I think this would be a great idea for your dad. Just, hey Dad, this year for Father's Day, we're going to roller derby. There's some dads. Heck yeah, dads.
And with that, it looks like the next jam is going to start momentarily.
A lot of things happened in the middle of the track. A lot of things were discussed. I don't think the details matter. What does matter is that Ultra Fox is sitting in the box. Dairyland got 0 points for that jam. And it's a power jam for Mouse.
With 2 minutes and 20 seconds left to play, and a 43-point lead, which is now a 52-point lead.
And this is not an insurmountable lead for the Grand Raggedy Roller Girls to come back from, but Mouse is steadily trying to make it that way on the track, throwing up points 5 at a time.
Well, the Grand Raggedy penalty box is finally starting to empty out as Extreme Tack and Ultra Fox rejoin their teammates. Mouse puts up another 5-point grand slam as Ultra Fox trying to make her initial pass through the pack.
Mouse takes a big hit to the inside by Bet Mangler. Doesn't keep her down for long. Ultra Fox still trying to fight her way through this tight pack. 5 more big points for Mouse. Ultra Fox finishing up her initial pass as Negratron sends Mouse to the inside. The jam comes to its natural conclusion.
Mouse really tore open the lead on that jam. It started out as a 43-point lead, and it looks like it's ending as
And with this looking to be the last jam of the evening, we would like to invite you just over the train tracks to visit us at the Inferno after this. But let's hear it for your Dairyland Dolls or the Grand Raggedy All-Stars.
Lucy Morrow's closing out this jam with Laddie Hoo-Ha.
And with 16 seconds left on the clock, this is probably the last jam of the evening. With both packs at full strength, Lady Hoo-Ha is your lead jammer, and she's going to call this one off.
Your unofficial final 218 Dairyland Dolls 143 Grand Raggedy All-Stars. Awesome game, great company. Tempers kept to a minimum, good sportswomanship all around.
We would like to give some shout outs to Hinckley Production and Design. Some shout outs to Be Cool Entertainment for keeping the music going.